Moika, everyone! Today I'll be answering another biblical question. The question is, who is the thief in John chapter 10 verse 10? To answer this question, let's read the verse. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. John chapter 10 verse 10. This thief is none other than Satan the devil, who wants what doesn't belong to him. You see, God Almighty has children who he gathers through the gospel message. As it was said in Isaiah, "And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth." Isaiah chapter 11 verse 12. We can also look at Matthew chapter 24 verses 31 and 14. However, Satan is also interested in God's children. He wants to lead them away from Jehovah and thus destroy them. For example, in Genesis chapter 39 verses 7 to 10, he tried to use Potiphar's wife to convince Joseph to sin against God so that God could destroy him. For the same reason, in Job chapter 1 verses 13 to 19, he also tried to lure Job into cursing God by destroying his property and family. In the last two instances, he was unable to cause these righteous men to sin, but in 2 Samuel chapter 11, he successfully cornered David into committing adultery with Bathsheba and murdering her husband Uriah. Satan even attempted to drag Jesus Christ into his fold in Matthew chapter 4 verses 1 to 11. If Jesus only bowed down to him, Satan would offer him a high position in his kingdom. However, Christ rejected the offer. He said, "Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve." Matthew chapter 4 verse 10. Jesus rejected Satan's offer because he isn't anything like the devil. He doesn't want to steal the glory that God Almighty gets from his children. Rather, he wants to help him continue getting that glory. He gave his life for us so that we could be spiritually purified. As Paul said, he gave himself for us, to rescue us from all wickedness and to make us a pure people who belong to him alone and are eager to do good. Titus chapter 2 verse 14 according to the Good News Bible. Through this spiritual purification, God could let us live eternally in his holy mountain, according to Isaiah chapter 66 verse 20 and John chapter 3 verse 16. By making this sacrifice, Jesus showed that he was a truly selfless man. As it was said in John, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep." John chapter 10 verse 11. The best thing about all this is that just like a CEO makes more money more easily than most thieves, Jesus' attitude has given him a lot more spiritual power than he would have gotten if he helped Satan with his plans. After all, he is now the way through which we come to God. As it was said in John, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me." John chapter 14 verse 6. We can also look at John chapter 10 verse 9. Therefore, my advice is that we should hold our faith tight, as if we're holding on to an expensive purse in a bad neighborhood. The whole world is a spiritual ghetto, and Satan is lurking in the corner, waiting to steal our purse from us. And that is the end of this episode of Bible Q&A. Who is the thief in John chapter 10 verse 10? The thief in this verse is Satan the devil, who wants to steal righteous people from God and lead them into sin. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.